So I was editing this video review for the Maxi-Cosi Coral XP when I learned that 60,000 Maxi-Cosi car seats are being recalled today on March 9th, 2023. So the first part of this video will be about the recall, and the second part will be about the review of the Coral XP car seat. The car seats that are being recalled are the Maxi-Cosi Coral XP, the Maxi-Cosi Mico XP Max, Maxi-Cosi Mico XP, and the Maxi-Cosi Mico Luxe Plus. They all have bases that have detached from the vehicle seat when they're not supposed to. From my understanding of the news articles, they say that you can still choose to use the base or not, but you must secure the outer carrier with the vehicle seat belt. I'll list the Maxi-Cosi contact information in the description, and for now, the Coral XP review. In this video, I'm going to tell you why the Coral XP might be your best or worst option, depending on your situation. Also, at the end of the video, I'll give you important stroller and safety information you'll need to be aware of. The Coral XP consists of three main parts: the base, the outer carrier, which is 7 pounds, and the inner carrier, that's 5 pounds. The base isn't necessary, but it's convenient. It allows you to secure the baby quickly and easily. But in order to transport the baby in a vehicle, you need to have both the inner and outer carrier. They advertise the Coral XP as the lightest baby carrier, which is technically true, but they fail to mention that it's the heaviest car seat in its class. This could be a problem for parents if, for example, the baby travels in multiple vehicles frequently, like mom's car or dad's truck, or if you take your child to a babysitter regularly. The problem is that even though the inner carrier is lighter than any other car seat, the combination of the inner and outer carrier makes this heavier than any other infant car seat. So check this out. If your baby attends daycare, you're going to need to carry both the inner and the outer carrier, which weighs 12 pounds, in and out of the building so your sitter can transport the baby in a vehicle in case of an emergency. Or say mom comes home, brings the baby in the house with the inner carrier and leaves that outer carrier in her car. Then later she leaves the baby at home with dad. If she forgets to bring the outer carrier in the house before she leaves, then she'll inadvertently hinder dad from driving the baby anywhere because you need both the inner and outer carrier to transport the baby in a vehicle. The baby Mizla and I realized this would be a problem, so we decided to purchase an additional carrier so we could leave one in each of our vehicles. But the problem is Maxi-Cosi doesn't sell that outer carrier separately, and we didn't know that before we bought an extra base, so we decided to buy another used Coral XP car seat just so we could have an extra outer carrier. Luckily, I found the inner carrier, outer carrier, base, and stroller on Mercari for less than what it would have cost me to buy another new Coral XP car seat. So now we have an extra stroller, which is cool because we can keep one in each of our vehicles. We have an extra base that we don't use because we had already bought one. We have two outer carriers that we keep in both our vehicles. And we have an extra inner carrier, which we really don't need because you only need one since it's always with the baby. So basically, the car seat is ineffective for vehicle travel with the carriers separated. And when they're together, they weigh 12 pounds, which is about 4 to 5 pounds heavier than competitor car seats. Also, the weight and height limits for the XP are substandard, with the weight maxing out at 22 pounds and the height maxing out at 29 inches long. Now, the average baby reaches 29 inches long by the time they're 11 months old, and they typically triple their birth weight within a year. So if you have a 7.5 pound baby, you're most likely going to need a new car seat within the first year. Comparatively, other infant car seats cost $100 to $200 less and weigh about 8 pounds. With the typical weight limit of 35 pounds and height limit of 32 inches, a competitor car seat should last you about 2 years. So you might be wondering why we chose to buy the same car seat if it's more expensive and usable for less time than a typical car seat. Well, we had already bought the second base, so we were already invested in the Maxi-Cosi system. I basically got the car seat and stroller for $50 less than what it would have cost me just to buy a new XP car seat alone. Also, I ain't gonna lie, that XP inner carrier is unsurpassed at carrying. The handles and the strap on the inner carrier are excellent. All right, here I come, buddy. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Hold it. All right, so where was I? Hold on. Oh yeah, the inner carrier is nice. I love carrying that thing. It makes carrying a baby more like carrying a gym bag as opposed to carrying a 5-gallon bucket of water. Also, while I was doing research for this video, I checked out the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration website for crash test information, and I couldn't find a thing. Now, they had other Maxi-Cosi car seats listed, but not this model. Oh, and when you check out this product on Amazon, they list the item as weighing 5 pounds. which is false advertisement. You have to search through their question and answer section to find the combined weight for the outer and inner carrier. Even on their website, they try to hide the total car seat weight. And the fact that they don't sell that outer carrier separately is unreasonable. Now, they usually sell the XP for about $300. I would have rather bought a traditional car seat and extra base for $200 or less than to have bought 2 car seats for $500 plus that will last me half the time of any other car seat and that doesn't have a safety rating I can find from a company that misleads their customers. So would I buy it again? It depends. If I can get it for $130, then yeah, I probably would. But you can rarely find it for that price. If I had to pay full price knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't get it. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't get it. It's an outstanding carrier for specific cases. So who's this car seat for? Anybody who would rarely or never need to take an outer carrier out of their car. Somebody who's got a lot of stairs to climb with the baby. Somebody who walks a lot with the baby and can't or won't use a stroller or body carrier. Someone who has little need for an outer carrier, like someone who rides the train or the subway a lot. Another thing that you should think about before you decide to buy that stroller is that you can't mount the inner carrier to the stroller by itself. You either need to use the outer carrier with the inner carrier, or you could buy a separate adapter that will allow you just to use the inner carrier with the stroller, but it's going to cost you an extra $72. Also, you can't fold the stroller with the adapter attached. And if for some reason you want to remove the inner carrier from the outer carrier while it's attached to the stroller, it's going to be hard because the placement of where the stroller arms are block the release mechanism for the inner carrier. Also, I had a little problem with one of my carriers being stuck to the stroller because the release mechanism wasn't fully disengaging, so I had to use my finger to release it manually. One final thing I want to make sure y'all know is that car seats have expiration dates. The Coral XP expires 8 years from the manufacturer date. The issue is that the labeling that provides the expiration date and safety information on the outer carrier peels off the carrier prematurely. The car seat that we got off Macari that was made in 2020, the label's peeling away so much that I doubt it'll make it another 5 years. Even the labels on our new car seat are starting to peel. Now, this may not be a problem for you, but if you're trying to resell your car seat, or if you have to have your car seat inspected for any reason, this could be a problem. Anyway, I hope this helps with your purchase decision. If you'd like to see more content like this, ouch the like button, subscribe. If you want to see what other content is on this channel, you can check out this video on the left, or you can check out this video on the right. I don't know what it is, something YouTube thinks you should watch. Anyways, thanks for watching to the end. Appreciate it. Deuces.